What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you, Madden 19. Want to talk about custom draft classes and really why they're so important. This is something that the community's asked for a very long time. Other games have provided it. We've covered that. But the ability to be able to create, but most importantly, share custom draft class. You know, not everybody has the time, the energy, the knowledge required to create these custom draft classes. But it's important because I think it really goes a long way in terms of replay value. And I'll tell you why. Right now, you load up Madden, you go through a CFM, you play 4 or 5 years, and undoubtedly you're going to start to see some teams change with players you just don't recognize. And no matter what you say or what you do or how you play the game, you're never going to get an emotional investment to a generic player the same way you would an actual real-life player. And the benefit here is you have individuals that are going to be able to make truly realistic draft classes, maybe not with attributes, but perhaps at least with names, hopefully with some type of way of creating a face for that player, hopefully tying the commentary into that player as well, where realistically now you're looking at 3, 4, maybe even in some cases 5 years of having a pool of real-life players influxed into your game. So now I can theoretically look at maybe playing to the 2023, 2024 season before I start to have a real issue with saying, okay, who is Billy Bidwell, the quarterback for the Vikings? It's hard to get a grasp on a team like that because you don't always know what those players are going to bring to the table because, to be quite honest, they're fictional players. The other thing this does is, and we've all seen this, pooling from the same draft classes as Madden has, it seems to be there's a limited amount of players. It's not done truly at random, so over time, people learn who the sleepers, the studs, even the busts are, so it removes that kind of random element of I'm going out and I'm drafting players. You know, I'm sure if someone's going to cheat, they're going to cheat, but to the people that don't cheat, even though we may know who those good players are, it's kind of damaging to know it's in a way so finalized what these players are ultimately going to become. There's no element of surprise, if you will, like you may have in a real draft, where a player's stock can rise and fall organically, or a player can, you know, obviously turn into a great player or turn into a bust. And injuries play a part of that, and injuries are in Madden to a degree, still obviously randomized. But digressing, you're going to have a lot more of that unknown, which goes back to, like we talked about, feeding the replay value and making the game more enjoyable for everyone, which at the end of the day is really all anybody wants. So I know there's been a lot of criticism, I know there's been a lot of critiquing, but I did want to devote a whole video just to the positive of us being able to create and share these custom draft classes, because I think it's going to work wonders, especially rejuvenating the game come the draft. I mean, right now you can only play with the new crop of draftees unless you custom create them on your team or modify them on your team through Madden Ultimate Team. So it's a big step to remove them from Madden Ultimate Team in a way and allow the sim franchise gamers to have their draft players back. Love to know your thoughts on this. Appreciate you checking it out, and you know I will be back in the week with more comments.